to another episode of Sanford Says. My name is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford, and I have another very special guest with me today on our podcast. His name is John Polk. John is the Recreation Supervisor for Chase Park and the Director of the Youth Baseball Leagues in the City of Sanford. Hi, John.
Good afternoon, Lisa. Thank you for having me.
And you may be wondering, why are we talking about baseball in December? But there's a good reason, and in your world, this is very timely. So we just thought we would have some updates, important updates. We know you have kids out there and people interested in baseball, and so John's sharing with us today some really important information about registration and safety precautions and things like that. So, John, first of all, where is Chase Park?
Chase Park is located just east of the Sanford Memorial Stadium at 1500 Celery Avenue.
Okay, and that's where all the games are played? Yeah.
That's where our 12 and under play, and then our 13 and up, 13 to 18 years old, we play at the stadium, as well as Zenbeck, which is directly behind the stadium.
Okay, so in that area right where we're calling the Mellonville Sports Complex
It's
area?
actually the Tim Raines Sports Complex.
Tim Raines
which
Sports
encompasses
Complex.
Not only the new football, soccer fields, as well as the stadiums Zenbeck and Chase Park.
All right. Just wanted to get our bearings there, and that's on the east side of town.
Correct.
So, John, what's the latest and greatest in youth baseball for 2021?
Well, we've actually opened up our registration already for our spring 2021 season, and there's several ways that you can register. You can do walk-in registrations at the Sanford Recreation Department, located at City Hall at 300 North Park Avenue. You can also come to Chase Park for walk-in registrations Monday through Thursday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., as well as select Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The address to Chase Park is 1500 Celery Avenue. We are affiliated with Cal Ripken Babe Ruth Baseball. And we have two distinct seasons. We have our spring season, which runs from February to June, and our fall season, which runs August to November. The spring and fall programs that we offer are vital to our community because we are offering an organized and structured baseball program that any child, regardless of the skill level, can play and learn this great game of baseball.
And one thing we do want to note, it's CoEd, correct?
That is correct. It's CoEd, and last spring, which was the spring of 2020, we had over 40 female players.
Woohoo! I'm clapping. That's great. That's really wonderful. Go girls.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, and the age range, right? There is a pretty wide age range, correct?
Yeah, we go through T-ball, through the senior division, and that covers the 4-year-olds all the way up to 18 years of age.
Okay. And so it's called, you're affiliated with the Cal Ripken Babe Ruth Baseball. Can you explain what that meaning is?
If everybody's probably familiar with Little League. They see
Yes.
the Little League World Series. That is an organization for youth baseball. So it's just as old as Little League is the Babe Ruth Cal Ripken. You also have Pony. You also have Dixie Southern as youth organization.
Okay. And so you have all volunteer coaches, correct, that are helping
Correct.
out?
All of our volunteers coaching, they actually have to submit to a background screening. That is at no cost to them. The city absorbs that cost, but we do fingerprints. We run them through FDLE, which is the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. We do a Florida criminal history, a national criminal history, and then we also run all of our coaches, assistant coaches, and team moms through the Predator database.
All right. And so are you looking for coaches and
we are always
team
looking for
moms?
coaches and team moms. The more coaches that we can have on the field, the better. We work with all levels of coaches. We certainly appreciate everyone that volunteers their time.
Exactly. And so, and when we talk about kids' safety and all of that, that's number one, our top priority. Let's get into the COVID-19 protocols, right? In place?
What we've done when we resumed play in the spring of 2020, we closed off the bleachers. We installed hand sanitizers not only in the restrooms but as well as throughout the park. Each dugout has a hand sanitizer dispenser in it. We've also extended the dugouts because we can only fit so many kids in the dugout safely now we're under the COVID. But we've extended the dugouts. We provide chairs to help to promote the social distancing. Now, We are currently, of this podcast, we're under the Seminole County mask mandate. There is some exceptions to it, and that is outdoor exercise. So the kids do not have to wear a mask while playing on the field. Now, it is optional. Parent would like to have that happen. That's fine.
Okay.
When they cannot social distance in dugouts or in the area, then they must be wearing a mask.
Okay.
It's also very important that we get the word out that to come into our facility, you must wear a mask.
Okay.
You come into our facility wearing a mask. Once you get to your destination, once you get set up, as long as you can maintain the 6-foot buffer, you can remove your mask. We do ask as you get up to move around the park, go to the bathroom, go to the concession stand, please put on your mask.
All right. Okay, you heard that. You heard from John Polk, the recreation supervisor over Chase Park. And also, it is a city facility, and that is what we have in place right now for all city facilities about mask wearing. So thank you for that. So we're registering students, kids, young people for the youth baseball program. I want to share that information again. There's 2 seasons, and right now we're registering for spring, February through June. And do you have a max amount of registrants, or do you need? Do they need to rush, get first come first serve type thing?
It is first come first serve. The amount of young players that we can take in is dependent upon how many coaches that we can secure. Normally, we would have 8 to 10 t-ball teams with 8 to 10 players on it, and we would have anywhere from 6 to 8 teams in each one of the other divisions. Again, it's totally dependent upon how many coaches we have. So the more coaches we have, the more kids that we can allow to play this great game.
Okay. And is there fees?
Yes. You can actually, the registration fee for t-ball, which is a 4 to 6 year olds division, is $35. Now, what that gets you is all of the games, all the baseball's equipment, as well as the jersey and the hat. Now, you as a parent are still responsible for purchasing the baseball cleats, glove, and pants.
Okay.
Now, everybody above the 6-year-olds, which is the rookies through the seniors, is $70 for the season. Again, same thing applies. We provide the jersey as well as the hat.
Okay. And that's really wonderful, and it's open to not only Sanford residents, right? Is it?
Correct.
Okay.
It is open to Sanford residents as well as non-residents.
Okay. And if you are a fan of baseball and you want your child to continue to play baseball, come on back for another season, or have your son or daughter try it out. Right? I mean,
absolutely,
probably something great. It's part of our Americana is baseball, right? Hot
it
dogs, apple
is.
pie, and all of that. And so, so you said, the focusing that you had on the fall season, you were teaching like the fundamentals of baseball, from what I understand. And so, can you explain a little bit about that, John? If you have someone in a different position, you try to move them around so they can.
Correct. In the fall, we're very lax. It's very easygoing atmosphere because I really want to stress teaching the fundamentals of baseball. Taking a child that might play in the outfield all the time, teach them the infield position. If he or she would like to try pitching, allow them to pitch. Work on those pitching mechanics during the fall when I don't even keep track of the wins losses. Because it's more important to me to teach the kids the fundamentals of the game, because if you teach them the fundamentals of the game, they're going to love the game even more because it becomes more enjoyable.
Yeah. Oh, certainly. Well, this is another great program the city of Sanford offers to the community. Can you believe that? Youth baseball. And so there's 2 seasons. We're signing up folks for the spring youth baseball it's at Chase Park, where you would register, or also City Hall, and you can do that online, which is pretty great. Online, folks.
Correct. If you can do it from the convenience of your home. You can log on to our website, our specific baseball website, which is sanfordyouthbaseball.com, or you can certainly hit our normal city website, navigate to the Parks and Recreation Department, and then select Youth Baseball, and it's chock full of information.
It sure is. It sure is. So is there anything else, John, that we want to talk about here today about spring registration for youth baseball? Granted, we're only in December, but there's a reason that you take registration in advance. It's planning ahead, folks, right?
Yes. The best thing that I can ask parents to do is don't wait. and that is because once we fill up with spots, I hate to have to start a wait list and advise a young girl, a young boy that they can't play right now because they're on a wait list. So please don't wait. Register them as quick as you can. If you have any questions on registration, there's two options. You can contact the Sanford Recreation Department at 407-688-5120. Select option 1. Or you can contact me in my office, which is 407-302-1021.
John, so the youth baseball program, what are the team names? Are they like, they go after like the regular baseball team names, or is it they get to pick their own? And just curious how that works.
We actually, in the spring, we will use MLB Replica shirts, so they can pick the Dodgers, Cubs,
Really?
Braves. Also in the fall, we kind of do a City of Sanford shirt, but we also use the MLB caps. So there's still the Braves and the Dodgers and maybe the Astros.
The Marlins, the Yankees, the Red Sox.
The Marlins are a very popular team with us.
Yeah, sure, a Florida team. But all right, well, is there anything else for our listeners that they may find interesting or helpful about your youth baseball program?
Well, along with our COVID protocols that we have in place, I require each one of my coaches during practices to fill out a roll call sheet, if you will. That lets me know who was there, not only coaches but players. In the event that someone tests positive for the COVID, it makes my job a lot easier for contact tracing, for notifying parents, and also working with the local health department.
All right. Okay, that's a great protocol to have in place, John. And so thank you for that. And so I guess you love baseball yourself.
I played baseball in the city of Sanford back in the 70s when down the lakefront at Fort Mellon Park. There was 3 fields, actually, Fort Mellon Park, Bay Avenue, and West Side. And I grew up in the system, born and raised right here in this great town of Sanford. So it's truly a joy, my job that I do. I see these kids' faces light up when they hit the baseball field.
Oh, sure. That's wonderful. Well, there you have it. John Polk, Recreation Supervisor for the City of Sanford Chase Park and the Director of Spring Youth Baseball in the City of Sanford. Thank you for listening. This is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford, and you're listening to Sanford Says. Get out there and sign your kids up for Youth Baseball 2021. You can find this podcast wherever you subscribe to your favorite podcasts and on the city website at sanfordfl.gov. Thanks for listening. Be safe out there, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye.